In the days after a student was killed while waiting to board a school bus outside of Reedsburg, community members are calling it a heartbreaking accident.
And now a state bill is circulating that would increase penalties for people failing to stop for school buses. Our Catherine Merck joins us here in studio to show us what this bill could change. Catherine.
Eric and Charlotte, Wisconsin law requires drivers to stop when approaching a school bus stopped on the road when red lights are flashing. Violating that can result in a $30 to $300 fine. The new legislation would increase that to $1,000 plus court costs. The Department of Transportation says these violations are not new. And in the wake of this student's death, it's important to remember the risks that come by driving by a bus.
Children are the most vulnerable when they're getting on and off the school bus.
It's something the Department of Transportation has seen before. Drivers not following the rules when going near a school bus.
We issue approximately between 800 and 1,000 citations a year for this.
After a student died while she was getting on a school bus near Reedsburg, school bus safety is top of mind for many. The state legislature has a bill circulating that would increase penalties for failing to stop for a school bus that is stopped and flashing its red lights. For the past couple of days, we've seen an overwhelming amount of support to the family of Evelyn Gurney, the student who died in that crash in Reedsburg. I reached out to her mother, who shared the following statement about the proposed legislation with me, saying in part, "We just want to make sure kids can get to school without fear. What happened was a tragic accident, and no laws could have changed that." Through this potential legislation, these lawmakers want to ensure drivers keep students safe, something the Department of Transportation says can be reduced by paying attention on the road.
Get rid of all distracted driving. I think our accident rate will go down tremendously. Our crash rate will go down tremendously.
According to the lawmakers behind the bill, the penalty for these violations has not increased since the State Budget Act 27 in 1983.
Catherine, thank you. Meanwhile, the GoFundMe page for the victim's family in the Reedsburg crash has now raised $83,000. If you'd like to donate, we have a link to the GoFundMe page at channel3000.com.